All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Prophet John here. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so Joe Biden has picked the woman that we all thought that he was going to pick, even though we thought it was a really bad mistake. Um, but I think it is what it is. Okay, they're playing the game, and as I told you guys already, Prophetess Solomon said that the father told her that the Democrats are playing a game, and that they have plans right now to overthrow the elections. Um, they like Donald Trump. They secretly like Donald Trump because he's making them a lot of money. They got free access to unlimited amount of money through the Federal Reserves, um, and some other things behind the scenes. So let's see what happens. Let's see if they actually go through with this, and actually, Donald and Joe Biden actually stays in position all the way through the elections, or they remove him somehow, or he forfeits somehow, or he has to pull out at the end somehow. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do this, or maybe they just let it go through the whole time, and we'll see what happens. Okay, but Kamala Harris is an enemy to the bronze community, and we all know that. That's not hating on her. That's not saying a lie about her. That's telling the truth. I mean, go look at her track record. Everybody has already. That's why she was bank. That's why we basically the bronze community bankrupt her campaign as she was trying to become a Democratic nominee. That's why she had to pull out. Same thing with Cory Booker. They had both had to withdraw because they're enemies to their own communities, their own people. They have decided to become Zionists, and they're sellouts to Zionists. So that's why they got bankrupt. I mean, that's plain and simple, right? And Kamala Harris couldn't defend herself because of her track record is so hideous. She doesn't care. And Donald Trump called her a liar, an evil woman. And if you look at her track record, that's exactly what she is. She can't hide from that. That's exactly what she is. Look at the cases that she has done, and how many people have been gone missing, and how many people she's incarcerated, and the length of time for people that look like her or have the same skin color as her. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? You would think that she was she was some Zionist, or somebody different. And then when you look at her, you're like, wait a minute, you look just like us, and yet this is what you're doing to us. So the African American ADOS people need to realize, and bronze people need to realize that she's not our friend. And Joe Biden's definitely not our friends. They're both mass incarceration, people. So you got a mass incarceration guy trying to become a president, and then you have a mass incarceration vice president. I wonder how America's gonna look. I bet you if these two win, if these two have somehow miraculously win, boy, you would see private prisons explode. You would see new jails. I mean, they would fund jails and prisons and private prisons like you've never seen before, in my opinion, because that's what they're into. They are into mass incarceration, right? Mass incarceration is what they're in. That's what their history is. Okay, get these Negroes off the street. That's exactly their mindset. Now, Kamala Harris, she doesn't like to be called Kamala. She's like, I'm Kamala Harris. Okay, whatever. Kamala Harris says that Joe Biden is a racist. Remember? She said that on that. Wasn't that on national TV during the debates? Joe Biden is a racist. Joe Biden, you're a racist, man. Now she's accepting the vice president nominee position from a racist man. Isn't that interesting? If you call a man publicly racist, why would you accept the vice president nominee? That's pretty interesting, right? I mean, would you all call somebody racist and then accept their job offer? Probably not, right? But Kamala Harris has most likely has some plans on her up her sleeve if they can pull off this miracle, right? If they can cheat their way to to the presidency and pull off this miracle. Now, how long would they actually last in there? Because you got to remember that those Caucasian boys and girls that are down there in the South and some of them in the West, they ready to die for theirs. They got guns and weapons. So if the Democratic Party is shown that they stuffed the ballots and cheated through and kept the virus thing going, which they are keeping it going just so that they can do mail-in ballots and then stuff the ballot sheets to try to get these two in there by cheating like crazy. You know what I mean? And that is found to be proven, right? Those them boys and girls down south that got all those weapons, that they're not going to take that too lightly. You see Donald Trump. You see the liberals can say, "Oh, Donald Trump cheated because of Russia." Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody stepped up. Ain't none of the liberals say, "Yeah, we're gonna handle this." Why? Because liberals don't have guns. Liberals don't have guns. Liberals don't have guns. So ain't none of the liberals came out there and like, yeah, we're gonna handle Donald Trump right now. Nah, ain't none of them got guns. They've been brainwashed. But try that mess. But let's say that they stuffed the ballots for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. What do you think the NRA and all of those people in the South and the West that have guns? What do you think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna sit there and accept Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as their president, or you think they're gonna, or you think they're gonna, if they've been caught cheating, or you think they're gonna, you think they're gonna go right to the White House with their weapons and force them out and do a coup on these people and force them out? It's a different time we're living in now, people. You know, but the Democrats know that. The Democrats know that that's possible, right? They want civil war. They want unrest and civil war and a race war and all these things. That's what they want. That's why they will do the George Floyd stuff and that's why they will do all the Black Lives Matter. That's why they will fund all these things because they want a race war. They want chaos in America because they want to bring in a new world order. They want to destroy the system and bring in a new world order, antichrist system. So they're probably like, go at it, go do what you got to do. Bring your guns and create chaos and do what you got to do. We'll invade with the United Nations. We'll allow United Nations and China and Russia to invade, and then we'll declare new world order. Go ahead and do your thing. So that's what they want. And in the end of the day, these two people are puppets to their scheme. Um, and what they really want is a new world order. I think we all know that. Okay, so it says that the Indian or some type of the Indians, or is this the Indian American groups were some of the Native Indian American groups were actually excited about Kamala Harris. Well, that's because they a lot of these groups also don't like bronze and ADOS and African Americans as well. There's a lot of Native Americans that don't like African Americans and ADOS people as well. So I mean, if anybody's cheering for Kamala Harris, who couldn't even win her own state of California against Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, if anybody's cheering for her, anybody that says I love Kamala Harris, it's because they don't care about what she's done to people. They don't care about her background. All they care about is that she's a liberal. She's a liberal, and that's it. Now, there's two Kamala Harris right now. There's the one we saw last week or the 2 weeks back, where everybody said, "Who in the world is that?" And then there's this Kamala Harris. This is the original Kamala Harris. The one we saw the other week that showed up that was at some type of debate or something that was looking really, really weird, like a trans woman or something like that. I'm not sure what that was. And I don't think anybody knows what that was, and the internet didn't know what that was. Um, maybe that was a sign that Joe Biden was going to pick Kamala Harris and clone her. You know, the liberals were going to clone Kamala Harris and then have the original Kamala Harris go away and have that clone Kamala Harris take over. It's just weird. The whole thing is weird. The whole government is weird. The whole Congress is weird. Hollywood is weird. These are places that are just it's just completely bizarre, weird things that happen, and they keep Americans and the American people in the complete dark about what they're doing behind the scenes. As soon as that camera comes off, these people are friends with Donald Trump. Isn't that crazy? As soon as the camera comes on, it's all about hating Donald Trump. The minute that camera goes off and they're done, it's all about Donald Trump's not a bad guy. Matter of fact, my portfolio was up 8,000% because of Donald Trump, and I'm having a good time, and I got unlimited money to the feds and through my Wall Street bankers, and I'm having a good time with Donald Trump. But yet they won't let you know that. So those types of people are deceivers. That's a deceiver. That's a deceiver that comes out on camera and says one thing, but then when the cameras come off, they're okay with Donald Trump. Well, why don't you say that on camera then? Why don't you say Donald Trump's doing a good job and you got unlimited money to the feds and your portfolio's up 9,000%? Nope, can't say that because you're a Democrat. Well, that means you're under a cult. Then you're under a cult. That's a cult. If you can't tell the truth because of your party, you're in the cult. Point blank and simple. Anyways, I'm rambling a little bit here, but Kamala Harris is now the vice president for Joe Biden. Let's see if Joe Biden even makes it to the actual elections, or they pull his plug, or they pull the plug on him and air him out, or whatever. I don't know. Um, I guess we'll just wait and find out and see how this all plays out. But if people can stand in line for the polls, Donald Trump's going to win by a landslide. But see, that's why they don't want that though. They want everybody. They want to put fear and say, "Oh no, the virus, the virus, the virus, the virus that doesn't that 99.99999% of the people survive from. The virus. We can't stand outside 6 inches apart or 6 feet apart with a mask on to vote. No, 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 no. We must do mail-in ballots. That's how much they know they're gonna lose. If people could actually go to the polls and vote, no one's voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. No one. Maybe 5% of America that are brainwashed are going to do that. They would lose so bad. It would be like the elections in the UK. Just Boris Johnson won by a landslide. It would be the same thing. But because they're going to continue to pretend about this virus, and they're gonna try to force everybody to do mail-in ballots and say that going to the poll and standing outside of the poll is dangerous. It's unbelievable. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open.